Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show.
Daddy wanna ride until the morning sun. Tryna tell me love you are the only one. She drive the boat, tryna smoke while she hold my gun. Trees wanna be my seat with the recline, even though she be fine. Is it just because I am the only one? Trees wanna be my seat with the recline. Is it just because I am the only one? Shut the trees, she stay with the trees. I'm running the woods, she all I know is I'm rocking the meds. She told me how it feels, she know what it is. I come in the vet, I come for respect, I come for your neck, you know what it is. Stupid bitch ain't tryna roll my weed. Fuck you, man. Bad bitch told me to leave. Throwback nigga, I pull up with the Dutchess. I tell my mama what's so good. Tryna be the only one. Tryna be the only son.
Welcome to the check-in report. I am your humble host, True and Livin.
Daddy wanna ride until the morning sun.
I was on mute. My fault.
Me love you are the only one. She drive the boat, tryna smoke while
We're here to talk about, is Eminem disrespecting more black women?
trees wanna be my seat with the recline, even though she be fine.
As a culture, we may have to put him in check.
Cause I am the only one. Trees wanna be my seat with the recline, even though she be fine. Hit her with a decline.
I mean, you had that mishap the first time.
Shut it, you tree.
Can we really forgive you a second time, Eminem? I don't know.
I'm running the woods. She all I know is I'm rocking the meds. She told me how it feels. She know what it is. I come in the vet. I come for respect. I come for your neck. You know what it is.
Eminem still out here disrespecting black women.
On the knees. She just on the police. She
We got the receipts on him too.
bad was. I'm all in the car. Pop
Yeah, he's been talking spicy for a minute. We may have to put him in check tonight.
Shawty wanna pull up. Saying that she not a bitch.
Welcome to the check-in report. Welcome to the check-in report.
And she know she dropped the bottom. Oh, she
The show will start very soon.
Oh, she tryna pull up. Oh, she tryna pull up.
Make sure you wipe your feet when you walk in the door.
Daddy wanna ride until the morning sun. Tryna tell me love you are the only one. She drive the boat, tryna smoke while she hold my gun. Tryna tell me love you
Eminem, you ain't the only one.
with the recline, even though she be fine.
Just because you rap good
Is it just because I am
and you got the complexion for the collection of the protection.
even though she be fine? Hit her with a-
Rest in peace, Paul Mooney.
Is it just because I am
We'll put you in check as a culture.
Outside of town, girl, you know it's going down. You crazy. You just like to drive the boat, get dope, and stay wavy. You a fucking trees. You a fucking trees. You a for the street. Killer shot, she busted up like Selena. Ass bitch, she looking like she dreaming. She ain't no contender. She only a beginner. Dirty nigga from Granada, bitch don't get nada. Bitch be rockin' Prada, only eat McDonald's. You crazy, you crazy, you crazy. You a Big Mac thing, you fucking lazy. You don't faze me. You fucking crazy. You ain't the only one. You ain't the only one.
You ain't the only one. You ain't the only one, Ma. You're not the only one.
You ain't the only one.
Daddy wanna ride until the morning sun. Tryna tell me love you are the only one. She drive the boat, tryna smoke while she hold my gun. Tryna tell me love you are the only one. Trees wanna be my seat with the recline, even though she be fine, hit her with a decline. Is it just because I am the only one? Trees wanna be my seat with the
True and
recline,
Livin
even though
is
she be
in the
fine,
building.
hit her with a decline. Is it just because I am the only one?
Welcome to the check-in report. Welcome to the check-in report, y'all. I am your humble host, True and Living. How you guys doing tonight? Are you guys doing all right all out there? Are you doing good? Are you feeling good on this blessed Sunday afternoon? Not afternoon. It's damn near Monday morning at this point. And you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. I respect that. Let me get my music queued up. Y'all. But how y'all doing? We're here to talk about Eminem and his new song, Houdini. Shout out to Houdini, a pioneer hip hop group. Houdini, nothing but love and respect for Houdini. Great music, One Love, 5 minutes of funk, Magic Wand. A lot of classic hits. But we're here to talk about Eminem. Eminem and his new song, Houdini, clapped at Meg Thee Stallion. He made light of her. He made light of her being shot in the foot, allegedly, by Tory Lanez. He disrespected that black woman. He violated that black woman. I mean, that black woman has had to have bullet fragments pulled out of her foot. No matter what nobody thinks, a lot of people feel like Tory was unjustly accused. At the end of the day, Meg Thee Stallion was a victim. She was a black woman put in that predicament that they had to pull bullet fragments out of her foot. And here you have this honky, Eminem, making light, disrespecting her. And this is not the first time Eminem has disrespected a black woman on wax. We're gonna talk about Foolish Pride, where he quote unquote says, black chicks are dumb, white chicks are better. All black chicks want is your money. So he has a history of disrespecting black women. Let's just be real with it. I'm sure we got a few Eminem fans and Eminem stans in the building tonight. Salute to you guys. Salute to you. But did Eminem disrespect this black woman? We got a few people in here, and make sure y'all hit the chat. Most people are saying yes, he did. 60% is saying yes. 40% is saying no, he did not. Keep voting. I want your votes. We're gonna go through some of these lyrics, and we're gonna talk about Eminem. Now, let me just give you my antithesis of Eminem as a career, right? Let me just give you my antithesis of Eminem as a career. Eminem. I mean, when Eminem first came on the scene, and I'm giving you guys my point of view from Eminem. I'm not giving you the historical point of view. I'm giving you my point of view from Eminem. And I think a lot of you are going to appreciate my take on Eminem as a career, Eminem as a brand, Eminem as a rapper, Eminem as an artist. I think a lot of you are going to like my take. My introduction to Eminem was very early on. I remember when his first album came out. I remember the excitement. I remember him on TRL all of the time. We're talking about the first album, mind you. That first album, it wasn't huge, right? It wasn't huge. It wasn't like this huge debut, but it was clear that Eminem was a burgeoning star in the making in terms of his career. Just the things that he was talking about. He was respected as an MC. You wouldn't find a lot of black MCs at that point in time that would say he was whack, say he was corny, say he couldn't rhyme. Most of them would say, yo, Eminem is dope. Eminem can rap. Eminem, listen, he's a pretty good rapper, right? Most MCs would say Eminem is a dope rapper. And he was. So, listen, the first album, it didn't sell that great. It still did go platinum now. It still went platinum, but it didn't like, that first week, I think it did like 300,000 first week, something like that. It went on to do very well. It sold millions and millions of copies, but that first album was just, it was just him really being a burgeoning star. And really, the only songs that I really knew about was, Dun it, cause I'm Slim Shady, you know I'm the Slim Shady. Not that one, not that one. It was My Name Is, my fault, cause this is the first album. We're talking about the first album. It was My Name Is the first song that I heard. So, you know, but let's go into the second album. Now, this is when Eminem became a huge star. That second album really changed the stratosphere of his career. I think he did like 1 million first week. I think he did 1 million first week. I mean, sales through the roof, impact through the roof. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Marshall Mathers LP, he may have been my favorite rapper at that time. I think, what year was that? 2000 when Marshall Mathers LP came out? What year was that? Let me know in the chat. If y'all in the chat. Let me know, what year did Marshall Mathers LP come out? Was it 2000? Was it 1999? I believe it was 2000. But pretty much when he dropped Marshall Mathers LP, he became this huge phenomenon star. He was everywhere. He was on TRL non-stop. You couldn't turn on TRL and not see him. He was there on TV every waking second of the day. He was on TRL, right? And, you know, a lot of people, me personally, nothing that he was talking about really didn't move me. I mean, he talked a lot about, you know, beating on his mother and doing things to his girlfriend at the time that personally I couldn't vibe with, right? I realized that he was a great rapper, but I'm just like, really? Is that something you would do to your mom? That's how you treat your girl? It was just a lot of things that I probably couldn't vibe with, but the music was good. But he was one of my favorite rappers at that time. Let's go to Eminem's show. For me, this is my personal view. This is how I'm feeling. This is what I'm vibing with. And salute to everybody that's in here right now. This is what I'm vibing with. Eminem's show was the absolute decline in his career. I remember buying Eminem's show, and that was the first signal of decline. When I go back and listen to it now, it's not a bad album, especially when you listen to when you listen to Eminem's show in the context of his discography, which has terrible album after terrible album after terrible album. It's not a bad album, Eminem show, going back now. But at the time, it was the first signal of a huge decline in his music for me. And I gotta say, when Eminem show came out, that's when I jumped off the bandwagon. That was when I said, you know what, I can't really vibe with this dude's music. And you know, he didn't benefit from me being a fan anyway, because you had millions and millions and millions of white people buying your album first week. So Eminem didn't need my $16 for a CD. You had all of these millions and millions of white fans to buy his albums, right? So that's when I jumped off the bandwagon in terms of being an Eminem fan, right? And you know, through the years, I have peaked. Now we're gonna get into this, him dissing black women. We're gonna get into that. Actually, I think that it's probably time for me to get into it now, because it's chronologically around the time where him and Benzino start going back and forth. If you don't know, Benzino, he owned a portion of The Source. Him and Eminem had their little beef. And Benzino pretty much released an old song of Eminem dissing black woman. The name of the song is called Foolish Pride. Now, and salute to everybody in here. Salute to Aiden, salute to Mason, salute to Curie, salute to everybody that's in the building. Aiden says, have you passed the you have passed the vibe check, brother. You are not transgender. I wish you nothing but success. No, I am not a transformer, Aiden. Thank you for giving me the pass, okay? Sinclair, salute to Sinclair. Sinclair's in the building right now. Salute to Sinclair, one of my mods. Now, let's get into what I was speaking about in terms of the chronological order of how things happen. Eminem dropped this song. It was called Foolish Pride. I actually have it pulled up on my phone here. Let me actually pull up some of the lyrics of this song. And a lot of it was just juvenile. And I understand to an extent, okay, Eminem, you were young. You may have possibly been dating some brown sugar at the time, and maybe the black girl thought you was a corny white boy. She wasn't feeling your swag. She thought you was a weirdo. And you lashed out on that black woman, Eminem. Maybe that's what made you write this song called Foolish Pride. And Sinclair, let me know, have you heard this song by Eminem? It's called Foolish Pride. Foolish Pride, where he's absolutely denigrating and disrespecting black women. He says, let me just read a couple of the lyrics. Let me just read, just a few of the lyrics. I seen a black girlfriend and I kissed her. I placed it on her cheek, and she didn't come back till next week. Now it was next week and she was back again, wanting to kiss a white kid. She was my girlfriend. We started going out. But that's okay because we were black and white. Blacks and whites sometimes mix. But black girls only want your money because they're dumb chicks. So I'ma say this. Don't date a black girl. Take it as a diss. If you want, but you don't, I'ma tell you like this, I surely won't. Never date a black girl because blacks only want your money. And the ish ain't funny. So I'ma say, look, honey, why you do this? You know you step up to me like you a Brutus. Then you try to grab my spinach because I'm green. I'm just reading, just some of the nonsensical lyrics he was writing. Black girls and whites just don't mix because black girls are dumb and white girls are good chicks. White girls are good. I like white girls. I like white girls all over the world. White girls are fine and they blow my mind. And that's why I'm here now telling you this rhyme. Because black girls, I really don't like. We don't mix. It's like riding a bike when you're pedaling hard uphill both ways. Shakespearean, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, pretty much he just made this song about calling black girls dumb. Black girls are just, slores that want your money. They just want to use you for your money. He just sounds like a corny white boy that all the black girls, they wasn't feeling him. He was a corny white boy. The girls wasn't feeling him. He probably met some chick that just wanted to use him for his money. He was a dirt poor, trailer park trash white kid, and he got took advantage of. That's what it sounds like to me. But he makes this song denigrating black women. He makes this song saying black chicks are dumb. Black chicks are stupid. Black chicks, they just want your money. Black chicks are this. Black chicks are that. I like white girls. White girls are this. I like white girls. They're better than black chicks. He just sounds like just some scorned white boy that got played by a black woman. And if you guys don't know the name of this song, look it up, please. It's called Foolish Pride. It's called Foolish Pride by Eminem. Look it up, look it up, look it up. Take a listen to it. Take a gander at it, if you will, by my account. Salute to Jadero. I see Jadero was in the building. And Sinclair says, no, I haven't. Not a big fan of Marshall Mathers. Not a big fan of Marshall Mathers fan. Like his hooker wife. You're going in on his hooker wife. Okay. Yeah, but like, you know, listen. Eminem, to me, he just sounds like a real corny white boy that just got taken advantage of by a black woman. But now he's taking this, you know, stand on disrespecting Meg. And let me pull up the Meg lyric, you know, just this juvenile lyric that he said about Meg. And listen, you know, Meg, you know, listen, I have my issues with Meg too. I'm not the biggest Meg fan, but she is a foundational black woman. So at this point in time, I will choose to stand by her at this point. And keep in mind, you know, when before I even read these lyrics about Eminem, keep in mind, Eminem is 51 years old. Like, you know, if Eminem was a young man, like let's put it in context. Like when Eminem was dissing Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, 98 Degrees, when he was dissing those groups and those singers, he was young doing it, so it was kind of acceptable. We all laughed, we all kikied. It was like, okay, you know, like, listen, when you're young and you make juvenile jokes, it's more acceptable because we could look at it as playful banter. We could look at it as, oh, he's just a young man, he's goofy, he's having fun. It's juvenile, but it's just, you know, harmless fun and pranks. This is a 51-year-old man. This man is half a century years old, ladies and gentlemen. Let's put that in context here. And he's talking about, you know, Meg Thee Stallion, her foot, you know, she got shot in her foot. He says, if I was to ask for Meg Thee Stallion, it would be to collab with me. Would I really have a shot at a feature? And let's be real, that's such a corny bar. And Eminem, please, we had enough of your dad joke bars. Eminem, it's almost like he got dad jokes for bars. All of his bars are dad jokes. And they all come off corny, they all come off boring and just very juvenile. And it just comes off very immature, especially for a 51-year-old man. Like, this man is half a century years old, and you making these jokes about a 20-some-odd-year-old girl getting shot in the foot. I don't think that's funny. I don't think that's cute. I don't think that's entertaining. Cheers. I don't think that's cute. I don't think that's entertaining. And as a culture, we may have to pack him up. I think it's time to pack up Eminem. I mean, let's be real here. When was the last time you listened to an Eminem album? When was the last time you listened to an Eminem song? When was the last time you was in a car with your friends and you said, throw that new Eminem, that new Slim Shady on? When was the last time you was in a party and you told the DJ, hey, spin that new Slim Shady? When was the last time you asked somebody, hey, what new music are you listening to? And they told you, oh, yo, that new Eminem is incredible. When was the last time you even gave Eminem a spin? Eminem is corny. He's played out. The only people that are listening to Eminem are meth addicts and people that are addicted to Mountain Dew. only people that listen to Eminem have a lifetime supply of Mountain Dew. And they drink the Cold Red, they drink the Volta, they drink the Baja Blast, Mountain Dew Zero, they drink it all. But he has the unlitigated goal, and I'm riding for Meg Thee Stallion. You know, more times than less, I would be the one, you know, riding on Meg. But I have to take Meg's side here because, you know, listen, Meg Thee Stallion is a foundational black woman. And you got this hunky over here. I'm calling him a hunky. Disrespecting Meg Thee Stallion. Like, dog, you're 50. Eminem, you're 50, bro. You're 50. Like, what are we doing here? At what point do we say, Eminem, that, you know what, I'm a little too old to be dissing these younger artists. I'm a little too old to be dissing these artists that are coming of age and these young women that are just trying to do the thing, just trying to make a living. I've made millions and millions and millions. I've took advantage of the hip hop community at large. I've been the #1 cultural appropriator, the hip hop Elvis, if you will. Millions of albums sold. Maybe I should give back. Like, why not do a song with Meg? Why not do a song with one of these women instead of disrespecting them in a corny dad joke bar? And Eminem, let's be real. Nobody in the black community gives two squirrel farts about your new album. Jadero says, but I do like some Baja Blast from Taco Bell. Yeah, you know, I ain't gonna lie, Jadero. You know, I ain't gonna lie. When you're drunk, you get drunk after a party. You know, you might go to Taco Bell, get yourself, you know, a couple Crunch Wrap Supremes and a Baja Blast. I ain't gonna lie, I've done that before. I'm guilty of that. There's no one running to his music. That's a fact. Sinclair says 20 plus years ago. Yeah, I mean, outside of the white community, nobody's bumping his music. Jadero says, I think he's already packed up, bro. He is kind of packed up. Sinclair calls him Grandpa Marshall. Sad because all of his money can't make him relevant. That's a fact. Nobody, like, honestly, nobody's running to Apple Music or Spotify to listen to the new Eminem. Like, that's not happening here. He doesn't have his pulse on what music is. Even like have any of you heard the song? Let's start with that. Has anybody in here even heard the song that I'm even referring to? The name of the song is called Houdini. Have any of y'all even heard it? Have you want to hear it? And this brings up a bigger thing in terms of Eminem. This brings up something even bigger. And I want to get into it right now because I think it's very important that we get into it right now. It's very important that we start talking about this, what I'm about to lay out right now. This is why Eminem is not one of the greatest of all time. And this is why he continues to go down and down that list for me personally. At this point in his career, he is where LL and where Ice Cube is. But I would still put LL and Ice Cube over Eminem. Bad album after bad album, bad production. Nobody wants to hear your music. I mean, Eminem has really overstayed his welcome in this music thing. And let's be honest, none of us are gonna put Eminem in the same, we're not gonna put him in the same stratosphere as we put a Nas, a Tupac, a Jay-Z, Even like some of the newer guys. Like, I mean, are you really gonna mention Eminem in the same breath as a Drake? In the same breath as a Kendrick Lamar? For me, I can't mention Eminem in the same. Maybe like a portion of his career. Maybe if I take a Slim Shady LP from Eminem show and I take those years and I say, okay, this was a great career. But if I look at his whole career in context, that's not a top 5 career. Like when I look at Jay-Z, that's a top 5 hip hop artist career. That's a top 5 rapper career. When I look at Nas, I say that's a top 5 hip hop artist career. When I look at Eminem, I'm not saying that. Too many bad albums, too many bad bars, terrible production, and that's another thing that I want to get into. I'm happy it came to me. Because a lot of people go in on Eminem a lot of people go in on Nas about his selection of beats. A lot of people go in on Nas. They say Nas is the worst beat picker. That nigga can't pick a beat. That nigga's trash with the beats. Eminem, he just dropped he dropped 6 albums with quality production. King's Disease 1, 2, and 3, Magic 1, 2, and 3, production. Eminem hasn't rapped on a quality beat since Dr. Dre. He's rapped on some of the worst production known to man. And let's be honest. Can Eminem rap? Yes. Is he a great? But the beats are whack. The beats are garbage. And you're only as good as your beat. Like even when you listen, I challenge anybody that's in here right now. Listen to the new Eminem. Listen to the Houdini song. Listen to it. Listen to the production. It's garbage. Salute to Mr. G. He says, working hard, I see. Yeah, I am working hard. Lennox says, I hope you don't honestly feel you're speaking for everyone black person, because you're not. There's a whole lot of black people out there who love Eminem. Lennox Pierre, are you black? Or maybe are you a white person speaking on behalf of black people? Because I have a few black people in here and they will tell you verbatim that they don't listen to Eminem, that they are not fans of Eminem, that Eminem is trash, Eminem is garbage, Eminem hasn't been good since the early 2000s. So are you a white person speaking on behalf of black people? Because listen, if you don't want me to speak on behalf of everyone black, that's fine, I won't. But are you a white person speaking on behalf of all black people? Let me know. Are you a black person speaking on behalf of all black people? Lennox says, where did you come from? I'm just speaking my piece. I can't speak my piece. I can't speak my piece. Lennox, are you black? This is what I want to know. Are you a black, Lennox? Are you black? Are you a black man? Because I don't know a lot of black people that listen to Eminem. I got to be honest with you. I don't know a lot of black people that listen to Eminem. I don't. I've never been in somebody's car and they said, hey, let me throw on that new Eminem. Let me throw on that new Slim Shady. Let me throw that on. Let me throw that on, buzzing. Let me throw that new Slim Shady on. Let me throw that new Slimmy. Let Let me throw that new Marshall Mathers on. I haven't heard that. You know? And I just don't think that Eminem is making music that matters anymore. His music doesn't matter. It's just there. It's just in the stratosphere somewhere. Yeah, it's there. He's put it out. But name an album from Eminem that has had an impact on hip hop. The last time I'd say Eminem had an impact on hip hop, like literally had an impact on what hip hop was doing, what hip hop, like literally laid an impact on hip hop. The last time I could honestly say that, I don't even think it was Eminem's show. I think it was the Marshall Mathers LP. That was the last time Eminem really had his thumb on hip hop. And listen, I don't want Eminem to recreate Marshall Mathers LP. That was like 20 some odd years ago, like 24 years ago. We don't want Eminem to repeat that. But let's be honest here. Eminem doesn't have his thumb on. He doesn't have his thumb on hip hop anymore. Only middle American Mountain Dew connoisseurs want to listen to his music. You know? Mon says your head must be under the boulder. Lennox says that's exactly what I'm saying. You don't know a lot of black people who listen to Eminem, but you also don't know a lot of black people who do listen to Eminem. Why won't you answer my question, Lennox? Answer my question, Lennox. Are you black or are you white? Because it sounds like you're a white man telling me that black people listen to Eminem, and they don't. Lennox, if you go do a survey, if you find 100 black people, right? Let's go to 100 black people in wherever. It don't matter. We can get 25 in New York. We can get 25 in California. We can get another 25 in Idaho. And let's get another 25 in Florida. Let's just mix it up, right? 100 people, 100 black people. And you ask individually each one of them in different regions of America, mind you. Let's even find a few in Detroit. Let's get a few black people from Detroit. If you did a survey, who is your favorite rapper? Who is it? 99% of them, 99% is going to say somebody else, not Eminem. They're not even going to mention Eminem. If you ask white people, listen, I concede. If you ask, 100 white people, there's going to be a handful of them that say Eminem. But black people have never really vibed with the message of Eminem. Think about it, Lennox. This man has made music violating his mother. Think about it. People in the hip hop community, they'll make songs about disrespecting their father. They'll make songs about disrespecting their baby mother. They'll make songs about disrespecting this one, that one. But the most cherished person in the black community is the black mother. So black people didn't vibe with Eminem saying all of those things about his mother, talking about beating her, sexually assaulting her, violating her, assaulting her, doing all types of vile things in nature to his mother. Black people didn't rock with that message. And even when he was talking about doing things to his girlfriend, Kim, at the time, people wasn't really rocking with that neither. They wasn't. They was like, yo, you kind of wilding on her. Like you, like black people, we could understand you, like in dealing with a baby mother and dealing with a former girlfriend. We could feel you when you say, "F her." Like, yo, I'm just gonna have sex with her and that's it, or yo, fuck her, or I'm never dealing with her ever again in life, or I'm gonna cut her off, or she ain't get no money, or I'm only gonna smash and that's it. Like, black people could vibe with that message. Black people not gonna vibe with you beating on your girlfriend and throwing her in a trunk and driving over a river and her drowning in the flood. Black people not vibing with that. Like, all of the things he would say, like, black people aren't vibing with a lot of the things he said. Like, the message and the music. And he also said a lot of fugazi thing. You know, black people ain't rocking with the fugazi stuff. Or the fugazi weirdo LGBTQ stuff he would say in raps, and LGBTQ stuff he would say, you know, the homoerotic stuff that he would joke about in raps. Black people ain't rocking with that. So why would you think that black people rock with Eminem? They don't rock with Eminem. Eminem is not their guy. He's never been their guy. He never will be their guy. The black people have, you know, the populace of black people have said, listen, Eminem can rap. Eminem is not a bad rapper. That's the consensus for black people. He's a good rapper, but he'll never be the GOAT. He'll never be one of our greatest MCs. He'll never be one of the best rappers in hip hop for us. He's just a decent white boy that can rap. And that's real spill. You know, that's real spill, you know? Salute to Derek in the building. Salute to Derek. Salute to Sinclair. Sinclair says like, comment, subscribe. Make sure y'all do that. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. But yeah, man, you know, listen, people ain't really they're not really rocking with Eminem like that. You know, Eminem is not the guy. Eminem has never been the guy. You know, for me at least. You know, maybe like back in 2000, but I'm not rocking with him like that. He's not no guy that I'm looking to for raps. I don't want to hear the new Eminem. I'm not running to Apple Music to hear the new Eminem. Eminem just dropped a new song. Who cares? I don't want to hear that. And now he's on this record disrespecting Meg Thee Stallion. We can't have that. Not with his history. You have a history of disrespecting black women, Eminem. You have a history of talking aimlessly about black women. We can't just let you sashay and say a little sideways thing about a foundational black woman like Meg Thee Stallion. I'm riding for that black woman tonight. But we got about 38 votes. We got 38 votes, and people said, did Eminem disrespect black women? And we got about 31% that says yes, and 69% that says no. And I'm gonna make an assumption that the 61% is predominantly white. That's the thing about white people. They ride for their people, you know? They ride for their great white hopes. They ride for them. You know, they're going to continually ride for them. They're going to continually, you know, go to bat for them. I mean, like, you know, I think if you look at Eminem's track record, if you look at what he said about black women back in the day, what he said about black women, you know, in terms of this Meg Thee Stallion record, you could make an assumption and say, yeah, he has disrespected black women. I think he has. Why are you disrespecting this 21-year-old black girl talking about, oh, I want to feature something about getting shot in the foot, whatever the goofy shit you said. You know, as a 51-year-old man, very uncalled for, very tasteless, very vulgar, very uncalled for. You're 51 years old, Eminem. You should be helping these young artists. You should be helping them and gearing them up. Like, if it was me, if I was a 51 legacy artist, I would be trying to help that black woman. I wouldn't be trying to diss her for a corny little dad joke bar. I'd be trying to pick her up. I'd be trying to, you know, help her with a single. Help her with a song. Help her sell some records. Give her a look. He's not doing that. He'd rather just, you know, give her a few corny dad joke bars. Emmanuel says, Megan is 29. Okay. Eminem is 51. Eminem is half a century old, Emmanuel. What are you saying? Eminem is 2 seconds older than dirt. What are you saying? What are you saying right now, you know? What are you saying? You ain't talking about nothing. Eminem is an old white man disrespecting this foundational black woman. That's what he's doing. 211 gang. We in here. Yeah, but he's an old black man disrespecting that black woman. But let me look at the votes real quick. Let me look at the votes. Look at the votes. Look at the votes in here. Juan Gomez says Eminem is 33. Stop it. Eminem is an old Gandalf white man. Yeah, predominantly y'all saying no. Y'all saying no. Y'all riding with the great American white hope, man. Listen, y'all riding with Eminem. I get it. You're riding with the great American white hope. Better known as Eminem, Marshall Matters. I get it. I understand. But it doesn't mean you're right. He has disrespected black women before. We're supposed to unsee that. We're supposed to act like we ain't see that. We ain't take a gander at that. Let me read these lyrics again. Let me read these lyrics. This is foolish pride from back in the day. You know, he now listen. I'm not gonna act like he wrote this song last week. I'm not gonna act like he wrote this song last week, but he did write it, and we can't unsee this. You know, black people can't unsee this. Black women can't unsee this, right? They can't unsee this. He talks about how black women are pretty much, you know, they just gold diggers. Black girls only want your money because they're dumb chicks. So I'ma say this: don't date a black girl. Take it as a diss if you want, but if you don't, I'ma tell you like this: I surely won't. Never date a black girl because blacks only want your money, and that ish ain't funny. So I'ma say, look, honey, why you do this? You know you step up to me like you a Brutus. Then you try to grab my spinach because it's green and that's cash. So I'm out of here because I don't need your ass. He even goes on to say, I said that before, but that's okay because I said, you're a whore. Black girls and white girls just don't mix because black girls are dumb and white girls are good chicks. Let me twirl my beard. So wait a minute. The white people that are in here, you're gonna tell me this is Eminem. This is what he said. This is what Eminem said. This is what he said verbatim. Right? He says, but that's okay because, like I said, you're a whore. Black girls and white girls just don't mix because black girls are dumb and white girls are good chicks. White girls are good. I like white girls. I like white girls all over the world. White girls are fine and they blow my mind. And that's why I'm here now telling you like this, my rhyme. Because black girls I really don't like. We don't mix. It's like riding a bike when you're pedaling hard, uphill both ways. You know what's kind of hard, and that's why I say to you, I'm giving little advice. Don't date a black girl. If you don't do it once, you won't do it twice. You trying to tell me that this white man, this hunky, don't have some type of issue with black women? Is that what you're trying to convey to me? That this white man doesn't have some type of issue, some type of underlying issue with black women? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Clearly he has an issue. Clearly he has some type of issue with black women. Let's be real here. Yeah. Let's be real here. Let's really be real here when we're talking about this. As I twirl my beard. And listen, as a black man, I don't have any sisters, but I have a lot of black women that I do care about. My mom is a black woman. I have aunties that are black women. I have black females that are cousins of mine. I have black women in my family that I really care about. And if you asking me as a black man, he disrespected black women. Unquestionably, undoubtedly, disrespected black women. And unless he gets on his hands and knees and sings, "Mammy, please don't you cry." Let me stop. But unless he apologizes, unless he really, and listen, he tried to do this little fugazi ass apology back in the day, but I wasn't really buying it. He didn't really give a formal apology like I wanted. And the thing is, listen, a lot of these white artists, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it a hundo. When you look at what Kanye went through, with the small hats. Let's be real here. We family, right? Let's talk like family here. Look at what Kanye went through with the small hats. They told him that he couldn't bank. They told the man he couldn't bank. Imagine calling your bank and your bank say, "We don't want your money. You have until Friday to take millions and millions and millions of dollars out of our bank and deposit it elsewhere." The small hats did that. The small hats called record companies. The small hats called concert venues and say, you better not let Kanye come in. You better not let Kanye make a dime there. The small hats called Adidas told Adidas, you will not sell his sneakers. And if you choose to sell his sneakers, you better give a portion of that money to the Anti-Defamation League. Look at what the small hats did. I'm just saying, I just want to put this in context, because a lot of you white people that are riding with Eminem, that are riding with Eminem hard, look at what the small hats did to Kanye. Eminem made this song disrespecting black women, calling them gold diggers, calling them tricks, disrespecting black women. Justin Bieber, he gets on a video disrespecting black people. One less lonely nigga. Remember that? One less lonely nigga. Remember that? What happened? Nobody called the bank and took their money out of a bank. Nobody told them, hey, listen, you better not let Kanye come to your concert venue, or we're gonna take all your money away, or you better not let Kanye sign to your record label. You better not let Eminem or Justin Bieber bank with you. We're gonna take all his money out of the bank. Nobody did that to these dudes. It just seems like, black people, if you ask me, as a black man, if you ask me, black people are too forgiving. We forgive, and we forgive. We forgive, and we forgive. But when you look at other communities, when you look at the small hat community, when you look at the Arab community, when you look at different communities, they not forgiving. They going for death. They taking money out your bank. They calling your employer. They're making sure you get fired. I'm just saying. I just think black people, we're too forgiving. We're too forgiving, man. We're too forgiving. Emmanuel says we gotta invest into business instead of sports, rap, and scams. I agree. I agree with you, Emmanuel. I agree. But I'm gonna be honest with you, Emmanuel. It's not easy. It's not easy because black neighborhoods are built to delete black people. Look at any major black neighborhood. They're built to delete black people. These are some of the things you won't find. Look, think about it. Look at any predominantly black community. Go to any hood and look for these things. A supermarket. A gym. Let me wait till I get back online because my thing just went down. Hold on. We back. I got a message on my OBS that it went down, but hopefully y'all heard that. Those are some of the things that you won't find in a black neighborhood. You won't find those things in a black neighborhood because the black neighborhood is built to delete black people. Another thing you won't find in a black neighborhood. Think about it. Go to any black neighborhood. Look for these things that I just mentioned. Another thing you won't find in a black neighborhood. A bank. Why don't we see banks in black neighborhoods? You know why we don't see why we don't see banks in black neighborhoods? Because they don't want black people to save money. They want to keep black people broke. They want you to go to that cash checking spot Why my thing keep going out? Is it the second time that went out? What's going on here? What's going on? That's the second time. Sometimes it happens like once, so I happened twice. Literally happened twice. We back on though. Yeah, but that, I mean, what I'm saying is actual factual though. That happens, man. Everything I'm saying is actual factual. Emmanuel says no Banks as well. That's exactly. You don't see Banks in the block. You better be respectful to Sinclair. Be respectful to Sinclair. You know, Sinclair is a respected member over here. We'll sit you down. I'll sit you down personally. Be respectful to Sinclair. All right. Yeah, I don't know. My OBS keeps freezing. I don't know what's going on. It's like it keeps freezing. I don't know what's going on. Hold on. Normally it would do that like once. For some reason it keeps freezing for some reason. I don't know what's going on. Hold on. Yeah, man. Yeah, but Juan, you know, be respectful of Sinclair. You talking about Sinclair disrespected black women? How she disrespect black women? Don't be talking spicy to Sinclair. That's one of my respected mods. I got a lot of respect for Sinclair. That's a respected mod right there. Be respectful of her. All right. I'll pack you up personally if I have to. Respectfully, I mean, if I have to, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll catch a body for Sinclair. We'll pack you up in here. Yeah, we talking about she disrespected black. What are you talking about? She disrespected black women. Sinclair is a black woman. She's a mixed race black woman. Have some respect for Sinclair. Put some respect on Sinclair's name. All right. Born says, homie, your internet fixed and come back to us with better facts. Listen, I come with the facts. My facts are facts. You looking at the fax machine, all right? You're looking at the fax machine over here. I'm the fax machine. Yeah, but it's crazy though. It's crazy. But in terms of Eminem disrespecting black, I mean, I read the lyrics. I mean, we can literally continue to go through these lyrics, but at the end of the day, I mean, do we need to? He's been on record disrespecting black women before. I mean, so I mean, we don't have to keep going through the lyrics. Y'all heard them. The song is called Foolish Pride. If you never heard it, it's called Foolish Pride. Look it up. He's disrespecting black women. He's calling them itches, gold diggers. All they want is your money. They're not worth your time. White girls are better. I mean, what else is there to say? I mean, you know, let me look at the voting real quick. Hold on, look at the voting. So yeah, so 35% is saying yes, 60% is saying no. That Eminem did not disrespect black women. I disagree. I disagree wholeheartedly. I think he disrespected black women. Juan says bye. Good night, Sinclair and Emmanuel and Eminem. Why I didn't get no good night, man? Why you didn't say true and living? Good night. I ain't getting no good night. You told everybody else good night. You ain't telling me good night. You want me to have a bad night? Huh? Yeah, man. But I just want to talk about this topic in terms of that. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a little like it's kind of hot. I've been on here for a hot minute. Yeah, man. I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna get up out of here. Yeah, it's getting late. It's getting late. What is it, like 1 right now? It's like 1. Listen. I want to give a salute. I want to give a shout out to Sinclair. Salute to Sinclair. Salute to Sinclair. One of my favorite mods. Salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to everybody that came in the chat and talked about this topic of Eminem disrespecting black women. I mean, he has a history. He has a history. We can't ignore that he has a history of talking disparagingly about black women. We can't just ignore like it never happened, it never occurred. It's there. The evidence is there. It's significant. Whether you choose to ignore it, that's on you. But it's there, right? But I want to salute to everybody that came out, that was a part of this conversation. Let me just read the voting before we get out of here. Let me end the poll. Hold on. 54 votes. People say no. Let me end the vote. Out of 55 votes, 65 says no, 34 says yes. I'm in the yes. He has disrespected black women. The outward inward says disrespectful to black 304. Listen, I'm riding with black women tonight. I'm riding with black women over the honky, all right? The honky made over he made over 100 million off of hip hop. You made over 100 million, and you coming after this little poor black girl that is barely going gold. I'm rolling with Meg. Yeah, but I'm gonna say goodnight. I want to salute to everybody that came out. Salute to Sinclair. Salute to all my mods. Salute to everybody that came in. We are out of here. Y'all have a good night.